Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
K-pop news. Kiss of Life faces backlash after apology. Julie's tears go viral. So what, she went on live and started crying or something like that? We'll see.
whose birthday was it?
Was it hers? I don't know. It was one of the American girls' birthday, so it's Julie or another one. But let's see.
Has recently faced backlash online, particularly following an incident during Julie's birthday livestream. The livestream
Oh, it was her
depicted
birthday.
racist stereotypes, leading to accusations of cultural appropriation. In response, their agency issued an apology, followed by a handwritten one from the group, both of which sparked mixed reactions from the public. Amidst this controversy, Kiss of Life continued their Kiss Road World Tour, with a concert in Manila, generating significant attention. A viral clip from the
she
show
cried in the...
featured Julie tearing up during her ending mint as she expressed her feelings about the situation. The video showed her struggling to hold back tears while addressing the local fans. The
Oh,
post
so they
caption
had
described
to
how
work and they decided to address this after their performance.
Interesting.
emotional Julie was, with some fans sympathizing with her, while others questioned whether her tears were sincere. The reactions to the clip have been divided. Some netizens criticized.
Well, the tears are not because she feels bad what she's done. The tears are because her life is on the line, basically her career. That's why the tears are for.
As Julie, for what they perceived as a calculated display of emotion to garner sympathy, particularly given the seriousness of the cultural appropriation accusations. Others pointed out that Julie, a 25-year-old woman who has dealt with similar controversies, should have been more mindful of her actions. Some comments were harsh, implying that the tears were not genuine, and accusing the group of showing no real remorse. Despite the apologies from both the group and their agency, the situation remains complex, as public opinion on their
I don't
sincerity
know why she's crying.
Well, I
don't
just
know.
told you why, because her life is on the line. That her career, the group with this band, a lot of,
That's true.
like if a lot of fans leave the group, they keep flopping, flop after flop. Eventually, they're gonna disband. So that's her life is on the line.
We stopped hearing from the group where one of the girls wanted to have babies with Chanbin.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah,
And
that
there
new
was
group
another one,
supposedly debuting.
and there
Yeah.
was another a girl in that same group too. They had like several
Yeah,
issues.
the two girls that question.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't
they
remember.
disappeared.
While the group has acknowledged their mistakes, it's clear that the hurt caused by their actions is not easily forgotten, and the path to redemption may be difficult. In my opinion, while public hate and racism will not resolve the issue, it's essential to approach the situation with empathy. We can't fully know the extent of their awareness or intentions during the live stream, but being in the public eye, especially under intense scrutiny, is undoubtedly challenging. Ultimately, it's up to those who were directly impacted by the incident to decide whether to accept the apologies. But kindness and understanding are crucial in such sensitive matters.
Yeah, stay kind.
Interesting.
You could be kind, but let people know when they're in the wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say if her tears are genuine or not. For us, how we can tell. The only thing I will say, it's
A recently
easy
resurfaced
for
clip
her
of Black
to easy for her to cry, in front of the Filipino crowd. I don't think there's many like black people, like black people, from the United States, black people or Africa that attended that event. So no, it's a little different. Now, if they cried, you know, here in the States, where the people that are offended by that, they could judge there. Like we could hear their feedback more so, because without seeing it, I'm guessing the people in that crowd, they were like very supportive of her and feeling bad for her. So if you ask somebody who attended this, oh yeah, it was genuine, blah blah blah. But they're not the targets of that live, that were affected. So it's kind of, yeah, you kind of have to be there to see if it's real. Like it's hard.
I don't know why
Yeah,
she's crying.
we're getting
What
like
was
a
said?
snippet. It's hard to really say anything. Anyway, Jennie's leadership comment ignites online backlash.
What do
Unfair
you
or
mean?
deserved?
Leadership comment?
I don't know. Let's see.
A recently resurfaced clip of Blackpink's Jennie has ignited heated debate online, with the idol facing a wave of criticism and backlash. Though many fans argue the reaction is both exaggerated and taken out of context, the clip in question comes from a past interview Jennie did with Zane Lowe, where she opened up about her trainee days. In the snippet, she reflects on her mindset and work ethic at the time, saying, "I know this so well, I know what to do, and I know how to do it. There was a side of me that tells me that all the time, Back in the trainee days. I don't think that necessarily made me think for everyone. I need to lead. But because I was going on a clear path, it was easier for the rest of the girls to see maybe where she's taking, while her words appeared to describe a sense of direction or experience
understand
during
that.
their formative years. The clip quickly went viral, but not for the reasons Jennie fans might have hoped. Online criticism followed, with some questioning her leadership role within the group and accusing her of arrogance. Harsh comments included accusations of narcissism, privilege, her of arrogance. Harsh comments included accusations of narcissism.
This is what we call a narcissist personality and having delusions of grandeur. Being the least talented. I don't think she's the least talented. The most unprofessional and lazy. Always having the most privilege and yet acting like you're some sort of president is hilarious.
Privilege, and even
The YG favoritism really got to her head because imagine being this delusional about yourself. I mean, what? She was just being confident. I don't really see what she said was wrong.
How she thinks she's leading them when she can't even move herself?
Like, I think, thing is,
I didn't
guys,
even understand what she said.
it's a little hard. Well, I understand what she said. I don't understand why that
did
is
she say?
problematic. She's basically saying she's the leader and others look up on her to lead because it's easy for her to understand what needs to be done. It's just, to me, it comes off as confident, which you should be, and
Why is this coming back?
I guess we're trying to, forget about the N-word narrative, so we're trying to push another narrative so everybody forgets, but we still remember. But anyway, back to this. I don't see there's anything wrong, she said, and I think a lot of people don't understand. Just because she can understand and she's the lead and she can do it herself. Not everybody who, like the people that teach and coach, they can't do it. They just know how to explain to do it. Like the people that are really good at doing, they're usually not good coaches because to them it comes so easy and they're like, they can't understand why others can get it. So it's like, look at all the sports. The coaches, they played the game, right? They were pretty good, but they were never the best. And those that are the best, they have tried coaching, they just sucked. Like, look at Magic Johnson. He's, what, top 10, top 15 player of all the time. He tried coaching the Lakers back in the early 90s. He flopped. He sucked. But, like, look at other coaches. They played ball. No, they didn't really have any accomplishments as players, but they're great coaches. So kind of goes to this. Like, Jennie, if she's not the best, doesn't mean she doesn't understand the concept how to do it. And just because she understands the concept how to do it and can explain it well, others can follow her lead, and that's what makes her a leader. So I say this to say because the previous comment said that
harsh comments included accusations of narcissism.
Yeah, that she can do it herself, right? Is this the comment? Oh, the how she thinks she's leading them and she can't even do it's the original tweet. Yeah, so like just because she can do it on the stage or whatever, and I'm not saying she can or can't, I don't really know what exactly we're talking about here, but her not being able to doesn't mean she can't explain the concept and tell others how to do it.
Privilege and even laziness, echoing long-standing controversial criticisms about Jennie's on-stage performance. However, not everyone agrees with this sudden wave of backlash. Supporters
The only criticism they should get right now is for the N-word. Nobody gives a fuck about this whole shit.
Of Jennie were quick to share the full interview, emphasizing that the snippet had been taken out of context. They pointed out that Jennie had also acknowledged the strengths of her fellow members and emphasized the group's teamwork, saying that each member completes each other. Others reminded critics that Jennie was one of the longest trainees under YG Entertainment, making it natural for her to guide or support newer trainees during their early days. One netizen commented, "Why are people cutting the part where Jennie says the other members like it that way? She clearly said they all complete each other." Another added, "She trained the longest. Of course she would be more experienced during debut prep. That's not ego, that's fact." So, is this another case of words being taken out of context? Or does it highlight deeper tensions?
I don't know. I think this is a case of trying to move away from the
Can I
issue
see
at
the
hand.
comments?
Yeah, I think we're just trying to brush what happened with the whole N-word thing under the bus and try to focus on something new. I really think that's what this is, because this is an old fucking interview. She didn't even say nothing that bad, and we talking about it, really? Blackpink solos are always fighting with each other. The thing Blackpink doesn't need haters. Their solo stands are enough to tear them apart. People, yeah, yeah. This is a non-issue. Let's focus on the issue at hand. This is, I don't know why we're talking about this. What's next? NewJeans back at it again. Okay, what we got?
Fast fiber-based internet from
NewJeans Fans Protest. Respect the court. ADOR legal battle intensifies.
Development of the ongoing legal saga between K-pop group NewJeans and their agency, ADOR.
That was it for Blackpink?
Yeah.
Well, Coachella is coming up, so soon we'll see if they're gonna go on the stage without addressing the people. So every time we see news and we report news about Blackpink, I'm going to announce and say, well, so how long are they going to take to address the situation, or are they choosing to sweep this under the rug?
8 days.
The situation has taken a dramatic turn with the involvement of the group's fan base, Bunnies. On April 7th, a protest truck was dispatched to the Yongsan headquarters of HYBE, ADOR's parent company, carrying messages
Koreans in their fucking trucks. What's next? Wreaths coming? Come on. It's ridiculous.
aimed at pushing NewJeans to comply with a court ruling that sided with ADOR.
You know, whoever owns this truck business is making bank. If I was the owner of this truck business, I would be making K-pop controversy left and right.
On purpose.
Yeah. Them and the fucking wreath business owners, the flowers businesses, oh.
The truck's LED screens displayed pointed messages, calling for the members to respect the court's injunction and return to ADOR, with one message reading, respecting the members' opinions.
Wait, but where do you send this? You send this in front of HYBE? The conflict surrounding K-pop, not a dramatic turn. Bunnies dispatch a protest to HYBE's headquarters. Why HYBE though? You send where they live, or like I don't know where they are.
Don't they live in HYBE? Oh well, no,
they moved
left.
out. Yes, why you send it to HYBE? What does HYBE have to do? HYBE, obviously HYBE wants them back.
Supporting them down the wrong path isn't respect, it's enabling. This move is indicative of a growing divide within the fandom.
It could be.
With some
This is like where they can place it where it gets the most media attention. I don't know if where they're at, if it's private location,
Fair
and
enough,
they're unable to, get it positioned in a way that it will
Okay.
capture the attention of social media.
Bunnies expressing frustration over NewJeans' refusal to comply with the provisional court ruling that favoured ADOR. The protest messages criticised the group's ongoing resistance, demanding they step back and accept the court's decision, which is viewed by some as a path to resolve the legal battle. The conflict is more complex than a typical contract dispute. The situation has escalated due to the involvement of Hyeon's
What was
parents
that
in
guy
a custody
holding?
lawsuit.
Microphones.
That's microphones in this hand.
Yeah, he gets on his knees so he can. Have you seen that with BTS when they get out of the military? I think when Jin got out of the military.
Yeah, but this is like a different way of this is a block.
The situation
I think it's all different microphones or something like that. Yeah.
has escalated due to the involvement of Hyeon's parents in a custody lawsuit, revealing a deeper familial rift that has spilled over into the public domain. Documents from the legal proceedings have shed light on a significant disagreement between Hyeon's parents. One side opposing the termination of the group's contract with ADOR, while the other seeks to exclude them from decision-making regarding the group's...
So I don't know about this, the parents' rift or whatever. On Discord, the person NJZ for something, remember? They're saying
777.
Yeah, 777. They're saying that this is fake news. They're saying the parents, the lawyer, the NewJeans lawyer, confirmed that there's no lawsuit between the parents. So I don't really know which side to believe. It's just, how am I supposed to know that? I would think lawsuit would be public information, so it should be something very easy to
Maybe
check.
because it's under a minor, you're not gonna get the details of it.
But they're not suing the minor though; they're suing each other. So I feel like it should be
But
public.
still, in regards to the details of the child custody.
Like maybe not the details, but I feel like the court filings you should be able to access publicly. At least here in the States you could. I don't know how it works in Korea, but if any of you guys speak Korean and know how to check, would be interesting to see if it's actually the court case has been filed between the two parents. Because if it hasn't, then that's a little fake misinformation going on here.
future. This family conflict has further complicated the case and added emotional weight to an already complicated legal situation. The Bunnies protest truck also directed sharp criticism at the handling of this dispute with one message, challenging the emotional arguments surrounding the issue. Opposing the lawsuit means losing bunny status and even parental rights, Since when does disagreement make family not family? These statements reflect the deepening frustration among some fans who feel the situation is being manipulated for emotional appeal, while others believe the group is being led astray by personal matters. Despite the growing unrest within the fandom, NewJeans and their parents maintain a united front, asserting that all 5 members have agreed they cannot return to ADOR. They have characterized the family dispute as a private matter
So is that the statement from the company?
and
From the lawyer?
reiterated their stance, which complicates the legal proceedings further. While the group's unity on this issue is clear, the ongoing conflict has become a battle not only between NewJeans and ADOR, but also within the fan base itself. The Seoul Central District Court, which is handling the case, has referred to the situation as unusual, noting that the case doesn't revolve around the typical issues of payment or contract breach, but rather a claim of broken trust. This sets the case apart from many other artist agency disputes, adding further complexity as the court deliberates on whether the claim of broken trust provides valid grounds to terminate the exclusive contract between NewJeans and ADOR.
The thing is, though, I do feel like, okay, if for whatever reason they do win this case, that they can separate from ADOR because of the broken trust, which after having heard the judge's comments, is possible. It does seem the judge is likely to not just go, straight and narrow by the rule of law and kind of, take a little emotional aspect to it. So it is possible that they might leave. I do feel ADOR should be liable to the 250, not liable, should be able to claim the 250 million then. Because, what you just because we broke a trust, now I don't owe you any money? Like, okay, if you want me to leave and, I can continue performing as NGZ or as I can continue performing music, okay, that's one thing. But then you should still owe the money.
Yeah.
I do not feel they should just be able to leave scot-free and not owe them any money.
Because that would jeopardize a lot of other contracts
Then,
and stuff.
then basically every fucking K-pop disagreement would be about broken trust. Oh yeah, I can't trust this label anymore. They don't do, like, every time, like, we've seen how we see Promise 9, what's the other, was it Lost Assemble or Luna or
Loose Assemble?
Yeah, some of them that this band is basically, and the fans are saying, oh, the label have done them dirty, they didn't promote. Then they basically, instead of like disbanding, waiting for the time just to go by, just go sue the label and get out of there. Like, that basically said the president that, I can say that the label doesn't promote me, I don't trust them, that's it, I end this contract unilaterally with no financial repercussions. I don't know, that wouldn't make sense to me. So even if by some chance they do win this, I do think they should owe the money.
With court hearings scheduled for April 9th and June 5th, the resolution of this case seems far from imminent as tensions rise and the dispute continues to unfold in the public eye. It's clear that NewJeans...
Today is the 7th. What is this? The next court session is for the injunction appeal hearing. Oh, injunction appeal hearing.
Oh.
Damn, so 2 months till the next court session. Yeah.
Legal battle is far from over. The involvement of fans through protest actions suggests that the situation will continue to generate significant public interest, with many awaiting the final verdict in what has become a highly contentious and emotionally charged case. The next few months will be crucial in determining not only the future of...
All right, let's see. There was one more, I believe. Hopefully it's something new. NewJeans exposed. Viral post questions if their fame is just hype, not talent. Okay. Is that exposed because somebody questioned that? Really? Oh. Okay, let's see, I guess.
Hot topic everyone's talking about. The viral pan post, questioning whether NewJeans are truly talented or just the product of excellent marketing and aesthetic branding, with over 56,000 views and 500 plus upvotes. It's clear that many are starting to say...
Well, I would think, I could see the argument saying that it's more aesthetic and marketing, because they even said themselves that we can't do it with Min Hee-jin, and Min Hee-jin was the one who credits the visuals, the looks, the vibes for the girls.
Good point, yeah. They're basically admitting themselves they're not good enough without her. So it is then marketing, yes.
What's been whispered for a while? Is NewJeans' rise really because of skill, or just a well-packaged image? Let's be real. When you think about how...
I do think it's image, though. Well packaged. I don't think they're like super skilled. They're average K-pop stars in terms of their talent. I don't think there's nothing about them that makes them stand out. Well, as far as singers, none of them are like
What's the problem with that, though?
No, there's no problem. I'm just saying that like any other K-pop group in terms of talent though. There isn't like there's certain groups you can pick out, okay. They can sing. Like NMIX, they can sing. Like, you know, you see them, they can sing. You know, NewJeans, they can't really sing. They're not rappers. They're not exactly visuals either. So they're well combined, well put together, well-rounded team, which is thanks to ADOR / Hype, or you can thank Min Hee-jin for that too.
Yeah,
She
worked.
did
got a
she
check
did that for
That's
that.
her job.
That was her
was
job. She
paid to
did do
do-
that. So yeah, that's marketing. And I mean, they are as skilled as other K-pop stars are.
Powerhouse performers in K-pop. NewJeans doesn't exactly top that list. Sure, they have a unique nostalgic Y2K concept, but when you peel back the layers, the carefully curated visuals, the catchy production, the trendy fashion, what's actually left? Raw talent? That's up for debate. Vocally, they've been criticized for weak live performances. In fact, their appearance on Kim Hyun-jung's news program was so underwhelming that fans reportedly had to pull the video. That's not exactly a confidence booster when it comes to proving vocal ability. And the dancing? It's passable at best. Watch clips from their Hong Kong concert. It's more floaty than fierce. Where's the stage presence? Where's the explosive energy you get from veteran groups?
And I would give the Hong Kong thing a pass because there's a lot of emotional shit going on. So that's not what you should judge them by. Go
Always enjoyed the performance.
go something like early 2024 or like 2023 to judge them if you really want to judge them. But I had no issues with the performance,
Yeah.
but they're not like the super talented group either.
Like twice. Or even rising rookies with more polished technique. Let's be honest, NewJeans isn't known for vocal acrobatics or hard-hitting choreography. What they are known for is clever branding, viral TikToks, and a clean, dreamy image that appeals to both Gen Z and nostalgic millennials. But is that enough to justify their spot at the top of the industry? A harsh but fair analogy from the viral post.
Is that enough? Yes, because people listen. People determine what's enough or not. So that is enough.
Yeah, they're one of the popular girl groups.
Yeah, that is
They have
enough.
numbers to
The,
prove that.
the people have spoken. It's enough.
Yeah.
Compares them to a restaurant with mediocre food, but amazing interior design. You'll go there for the photos.
Okay, that's a good point. Fair, but you will, if a restaurant has a vibe and mediocre food, you still go there. I'd rather go somewhere that has a vibe, than somewhere where there's no vibe whatsoever. The food is, I mean, I guess if the food is really good, I'd take it out.
Yeah, I
But-
was like, wait a minute.
yeah, you would go there if you really want the food, because the food is, you take it out, but you wouldn't eat there.
Yeah.
Right. You would, but if you want to eat there, it's about going out, you would go somewhere with the okay food but the vibe, rather than somewhere with the excellent food but zero vibe.
We have that here in Miami. There's this restaurant, the sushi restaurant. Something, I think it's something with, it's called Fish, and it's
You
the-
went there or
no,
not?
no, no.
Oh, okay.
But the restaurant is like beautiful. The bathroom, the girls, they leave their food and take photos in the bathroom to
Yeah.
post. They were at this I think it's sexy fish. Beautiful restaurant. But they said the food is nothing to be desired for. But it's one of Miami's popular restaurant to go to, because people want to go for the vibe, to do the photos,
Yeah.
for the ambiance, to be with other people who go to this restaurant. And it still has customers going to this day, so it's not alone just the food that has to be good. Yeah, it's also the experience, the vibe that it offers. So I
Yeah.
can see that with the
And also, when it comes to restaurant and K-pop, to each their own. Some of you guys might feel like,
Yeah.
okay, you want to just the best food because you're paying the money, you're paying for the food, you want to get the best food, and so you would rather go with no ambience but the good food. Fair enough. I'm not the one to tell you that's wrong. Same with K-pop music though. Like, you might like the NewJeans sound, you might like the aespa sound, you might like
Yeah.
the Seraphim sound. So it's to each their own. But there will be a group
Yeah.
of people that like
people like it.
mediocre restaurant but ambience.
Like those
that
restaurants that do the gimmicky acts, like the big foods on these special plates with the characters on it, and you're like, why? And it's because there's a market of people who are interested in that, and that's their target.
Not the flavors. That's exactly what NewJeans feels like right now. Aesthetic over artistry. And that brings us to the bigger issue. If the group's appeal collapses without creative director Min Hee-jin, does that mean the talent was never really there to begin with? It's a question worth asking. Because when fans have to constantly defend a group by saying they have nice tone instead of strong vocals, or chill vibes instead of tight choreography. It feels like we're all just lowering the bar. What do you think?
I don't think we're lowering the bar. We're just talking about different things. It matters too. Like the vibes of the group matter though. Like the group can be the most talented. Like for example, let's take IU, and I'm not taking IU to take shots at her, but like you, super talented, great vocalist. I'm really not interested in listening to her. I'm sorry, it's just boring to me. NewJeans, not the best vocalist, not the best dancers, but then they have a nice little vibe. It's interesting to see what they do. It's just that's what it is. So and that's why K-pop is actually successful as a genre, or semi-successful, however you want to call it, is that they don't really have vocalists like that. They're not really talented, the people, but they're well-rounded though. Like they're not the best singers, they're not the best dancers, but you kind of put that together and pick like a visual, some solid dancers, some solid singers, and that's a nice little package. So that's just the essence of K-pop, and I feel like NewJeans embodies K-pop, where it's like a little bit of everything put together into a nice little package. And honestly, this kind of makes their argument that without Min Hee-jin, the group would fall apart. Maybe it's true, because Min Hee-jin made them. If they don't, now that you think about it from that perspective, you're saying they're not really that talented. Then without Min Hee-jin, they're nothing. So you drop Min Hee-jin, what are they gonna give you? Nothing. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they deserve to leave to go with Min Hee-jin. I don't know.
Okay, guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.